Welcome back. Running a bit low on time to record this video this week, so we're just going to do this as fast as possible. This is my favorite guitar of all time. It's a Schecter Damien Elite 8 from 2011. I've had it for 13 years now. It feels like a part of my body. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. So, let's play some stuff, and finally I can play some riffs that I've actually written instead of just jamming, and then we'll talk about it a little bit and why I think this thing's so perfect. So, there's something to be said for guitars that you just have for so long that every inch of it just feels perfectly comfortable to you, and that's this guitar for me. When I was 17, just after seeing a band called Depths, and they played 8 strings, and they were in drop E or drop D, something absurdly low, and I watched them play and I felt my internal organs vibrating, and I was like, yeah, I need that. Did some hunting online, found this, thought the price was about right, thought that all the specs and stuff were about right. If you hear weird noises, my cat's floating around in here. And a few weeks later, one turned up in my local music shop. I begged my parents to loan me some money to get it. Obviously they did. I've been happy with it ever since. So this thing's completely stock except for the pickups, which I swapped out for Seymour Duncan Black Winters. It came with EMG 808s, the first run of EMG 8-string pickups, I believe, and they weren't very good to my ears. They were very compressed. I wanted to do a lot more chordal-based stuff and have some open string stuff going on. I've had a lot of 8 strings. I've had Strandberg, I've had the FTM, the Frederick Thorndahl Ibanez. I even had an Agile acoustic, and yeah, this is the only one I've actually ended up holding on to super long term, and at this point I'm never going to get rid of it. So, let's talk about it. We've got one-piece maple neck, but I believe it is carbon fiber reinforced. I think it's a mahogany body. It might be a basswood body, but I'm inclined to think it's mahogany because it's rather heavy. Yeah, rosewood fretboard, gorgeous gothic crosses, abalone inlays, power shell if you're in New Zealand. Excuse me. Cat, leave me alone. Volume knob, tone knob. I've had this modified so that now they're push-pull to put each pickup in series and parallel. I'm using my cat's cat tree as a camera stand right now. That's why that earthquake just happened. Yeah, triple binding on the body and the headstock. Bound fingerboard. It's a weapon. I love this thing. I'm going to put it on the split neck pickup and play some more stuff. Then we'll just talk about it some more. So yeah, when it came to customizing this thing, there wasn't hardly anything I wanted to change. This is a slightly shorter scale than a lot of 8 strings. This is only 26.5 inch. A lot of people swear that 27 is the least you should have, but I honestly have never had any problems with this. I do tend to put pretty thick strings on it. I've got an MYXL 9 to 80 set on this, and that works fine for everything down to drop E basically, which is as low as I'll ever go. I'm in F sharp standard at the moment, and that's my preferred tuning, just everything kind of normal. But yeah, it's a funny thing about this guitar, and I guess why I like talking about it so much is the fact that I never really see anyone talk about this guitar. I never really saw any reviews of it apart from one that's still up, and I go read every now and then for nostalgia's sake, but it's a killer guitar. And I think there's a good lesson in that, is sometimes the guitar with no hype is just perfect for you. That's a really important thing to keep in mind, I think, because like I said, I've never heard anyone hype this up, but everyone who plays it goes, wow, that's pretty damn good. Anyway, little short video. Just want to talk about my favorite guitar because I've got not enough time to go in depth on a guitar this week, but this one I could just talk about without having to think about it. Thanks for checking in. I'm going to play a little bit more as always, and I'll see you next time.